Welcome crypto friends and welcome back to Crypto. My name is Chris and today is a very exciting episode of Crypto Davincij15 episode number 3. And to be honest, this might be the most exciting episode we have ever done in the history of our channel. So thank you so much for being here, Davincij. The content will actually be his major update on mainly on the altcoin sections. We will take a look at Bitcoin to grasp the content, the context, and afterwards we will take a specific look at the altcoin section, which your major update is basically about. So guys, be excited. And that being said, Davincij, we hope you are well. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I actually just came back from the doctors. They took out the what's it called, the stitches I had in my foot because I broke my ankle a couple months ago, and that's why if you saw in the previous videos, I had crutches in the background, and I'm kind of crippled, walking with crutches. But day by day, I'm getting better, and very soon I will be able to walk. So don't worry about me. But thanks for the caring, please.
Yeah, very, very glad. A lot of people have been commenting. Now you guys know that he is doing better and better day by day. So that being said, today's content will be very, very interesting. Quick background story, Davincij has been texting us yesterday. The interview was actually scheduled for Saturday. He was texting us, please can we do the interview as soon as possible on Thursday? I have a major update. I have been looking at the charts and I have something to share with you guys. So guys, please be excited, watch the whole content. Nevertheless, we will put the timestamps in the description down below. And yeah, be excited. We don't know the specific content. We are just excited as you are. This will be very exciting. So very important, guys, to get the content out there, to get the algorithm rolling and also support Davincij and us. Very important, subscribe to his channel. He has been uploading since 2011. If you haven't done our until now, please do that before you subscribe to our channel. Also very important, but even more important, his channel. Also important for the algorithm, smash up the like button. We are trying to get 1,500 likes on this video. And leave your comments in the comment section down below for the next episode, maybe with Davincij15. We will answer all the questions in the comment section down below. That being said, sorry for the long introduction. We will go into the first question. The first question will actually be about the Tone-Vays Ethereum prediction of 20 cents. And afterwards, we will straight go into the urgent and very important update of Davincij15 about the altcoin section. So guys, be excited. First question. Davincij, we had Tone-Vays in you most probably know him in one of our last episodes. He had a great track record in predicting, but there was one thing. He was predicting Ethereum to go way lower. He said things like $3, $4, but he said in the worst case scenario, maybe even below the ICO price of 20 cents. A lot of people has been freaking out. In our opinion, we don't really agree on the 20 cents thing, but maybe you can share your opinion on that prediction and yeah, let us know.
Well, I've looked at the charts and basically Ethereum has bottomed. We have most likely seen the bottom here for Ethereum. It's not 100%, but there's a pretty much like a 70% chance that we're gonna bounce a little bit, bounce up and down in a range for a while, and then probably go way higher probably in March, April.
Okay.
For Ethereum.
I mean, this is, guys, this is exciting. This is basically the opposite opinion of Tone-Vays. So Tone-Vays is saying this will be really, yeah, I don't know, the major crash, a major washout of nearly everyone out there to prices like one-digit prices of a few dollars or even down to 20 cents. And Davincij says, yeah, that we nearly bottomed up and highest probability is that we bounce back and forth and go even higher afterwards. So thank you so much. That was already exciting. And now we will get into the purpose of the video, what everyone has been waiting for, maybe the reason why everyone has been clicking on this video.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Let's talk about Bitcoin first, right?
Yeah, sure.
Then we can go on to the big news.
Okay, so quick context. So quick context, the update is on the altcoin section, but Davincij, thank you so much for interrupting me. I am too energetic. We should take the context first and talk about Bitcoin first. So please, Davincij, can you give us the overview and your insights on the Bitcoin price movement within the next time?
But let's take a look at some charts. I'm going to share my screen here.
Perfect.
And because it'll just be easier to explain what is going on with the Bitcoin prices if I share my screen. And can you guys see this screen, the chart of Bitcoin here?
Yes, we can see it right now. Let me just...
Oh, excellent. Okay, so look, right now I'm on a weekly chart, right? And we can see that the weekly chart, we look at this analysis, this is called the Willy. And my professor, Brian Beamish, would use this Willy to determine when stupid people would come in and start selling. Because right now, this would be called stupid, right? We call it that because every single time the Willy would get into the red line here, would get into this below the 80 line, people would call him and say it's time to sell when it's not. And the same with the opposite, right? When it's get up in the red area, when the red line gets up into the 20 here, the minus 20 there, people would call to buy. And that's human nature. We follow the crowd. When it comes to investments, we do the opposite of anything else that we do when we don't go to buy something. When we go to buy furniture, clothing, we look for the best deals. But when it comes to investments, we end up buying the worst deals and buy high. And
Exactly.
it's just human nature because we want prices to be higher and we expect them to go even higher when they're high. So it's hard for people to not chase prices going up because you see it every, like for example, like Bitcoin. When you saw this going up and up and up, and you're like, oh my God, it's not stopping. I don't want to miss the boat. I gotta get in. No. That's what caused the price to go.
Exactly. I think a lot of people can feel with you, or can feel with what you have said about the majority of the investors out there at the moment.
Yes, and the same thing goes when it comes back down. Oh my God, it's going down. Oh my God, I gotta get out. Oh my God, I'm losing so much money. Oh my God. And you end up selling at the bottom. And you can see here, just on the weekly, right? We've got a lot of indications that it's not there yet. For like if we look at the MACD here, we have a divergence in the price. Like for example, the MACD is over here; it's gone lower, right? But price was not that low. If we go back to this chart, let me show you here what I mean, and expand this. Hang on. So over here, price came down, and you can see the MACDs went down, and it stopped at about 6,000 and then went back up. And so over here, MACD's down, price is even lower than this. So what we have here is called divergence in the MACD. And that means that it doesn't, this is like past information, and it takes a while, because we're looking at a weekly chart, this takes a long time to play out, very long time. So don't be betting on this information just yet, right? Because what has to happen for this to say, okay, we're in a bull market, is that it's got to go past this height right here. It's got to, like, the MACD's got to go back up, come back and go higher than this point, and then you could say we're in a bull market. But we're far away from that.
Okay.
So,
On the Bitcoin side, isn't it?
So that's on the Bitcoin side.
Yeah.
So we're far away from going into a bull market. So do not look for that for quite some time. But let's just bring it down. That's the long-term analysis. So that's like maybe a year or two, or even longer. Who knows, right? But I would guess about 8 months of that. In the next 6 to 8 months, we're going to bottom, and we're going to start going sideways and then trending up. But that sideways trend might last like 2 years. So
let me just quickly interrupt, guys. If you guys feel sad now because it takes such a long time, make sure you stay into this video. Davincij has been giving us some key points about his update. It will get very, very exciting, guys. Sorry for interrupting. You can just go on.
Yeah, no problem. Now, looking at the daily for like midterm analysis, we can draw our Fibonacci retracements, right? And we can see that Bitcoin, I was a little sad that it didn't get up to the 38.2. I expected it to do that. It seems to be rolling over here. This does not look good on the daily, right? Because what we've got here is like, let me just change the color of this so that you guys can see that. Make it a little bigger. What we got on this is like we got an Emming pattern sort of like playing out, right? And basically, here, let me just draw that a little bit better and zoom in. Basically, the market's kind of smiling at you, and when the market smiles at you, it's ready to take your money. So,
that was a good one.
So this is what I see here. I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting a run up to here, and we might still get it. But so far with this particular price pattern, it does not look good. And it looks like it wants to retest this bottom here, and see if there is buyers down here, and then probably go back up.
Funny part of this story is a few days back, as we did our first episode of Davincij15 Crypto, you said that we will go into a dead cat bounce, and as you said that was actually the bottom, and afterwards we really bounced to the top, and now you are saying that is the end of the dead cat bounce already?
No.
Okay.
We could see another rally here. Right. What we could see is a W pattern getting everybody set, especially traders. This is how the traps could be laid out for traders. It could go like this, come back up, and people would go, oh, well, that's a W, right? W pattern right here, and so that means that we're off to the races, and that's just a trap. And we can see that the 200-day moving average is way up here, so it's perfect timing, especially with the Davos World Economic Forum, for it to like do that on a daily basis. And if we go back, mark the date, the 24th with a horizontal line, vertical line right here. Sorry. Where is it? No, it's January. So January 24th. So yeah, I mean, we could see something. Yeah, exactly. We could see with that line. Did it show up? No. Hang on. The 24th right here. Let's make this line.
Actually, referring now with the 24th, referring now to the date when the World Economic Forum will take place, and this is actually the place where the 2000, one of the 2000 most important individuals in the world, institutions, politicians, and so on, meet each other in Davos, Switzerland, to discuss how to rule the world in the next year. So just to give a bit of context for the guys out there.
Really?
Yeah, that's actually the purpose of this event, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty then. Alright, so anyways, moving right along to that, what we could see is like a rolling down here, and then, oh, we're going up right into the Davos event, and then see you when I see you. Probably touching with the 200-day moving average, and rolling over and saying goodbye.
So 6,000 is the top? 6,000 as the top?
I would say no, because this 200-day moving average is coming down fast. I would say probably anywhere between here and here, which is 5,750. Let's say 5,800 between friends, and 5,200 is where we're going to top out.
Funny story about that is, this is exactly where you agree with Tone Vase. This was exactly what Tone Vase is also saying. So interesting point, how the opinions on the altcoin, Ethereum and Bitcoin can differ, sometimes completely the opposite and sometimes completely the same. Very interesting, thanks.
Yeah, but this is only a technical analysis. It's only right like 60% of the time. And I feel because Bitcoin loves the 61.8, I mean, you could see it. You could see the Bitcoin trades between the 61.8 all the time. When you're trading on a shorter time frame or the daily time frame, it loves that coming back up to here, and it's set up a perfect point to come back to the 61.8 and sucker people. So I think I would not surprise me at all if Bitcoin got up to the 61.8 and rolled over at exactly that price.
Okay, so making a conclusion, maybe you talked about the long term and now about the short and midterm. Very interesting. Long term, maybe 8 months, 6 to 8 months, we will bottom up and afterwards go maybe horizontal, bounce back and forth, and afterwards uptrend. And for the short term, this is a dead cat bounce, which is likely to conclude somewhere around the 24th of January in price ranges between 5,200-ish to 5,800-ish. So that basically wraps up your conclusion and your opinion on the Bitcoin price development in the short, mid, and long term. Is that correct?
Well, pretty much, yeah. I just wanted to go over the really short term, which is like in the next little while. And yeah, looking at the charts, looking at the MACD, it's already completed its divergence, and it's confirmed it with this move down here, and then it failed to do anything up here, and then we're rolling over. So yeah, it looks like it wants to test this bottom here, but anything could happen. But the most likely probability is that we're going to roll down and test these bottoms of 3,200 and see if there's any buyers down there.
Okay. So now we have the short, the midterm, and the long term. Very interesting, guys. What do you actually think? What is your prediction? Are you in alignment to that predictions? We think that really makes sense, especially with the Davos event. This will be very, very interesting. Maybe we can switch over now if you are done with Bitcoin and we got the broad context to the major update. Can we maybe, Davincij, switch back to the face mode just for a bit so you can give us a little explanation for...
Oops. Yeah, sure. Hang on, let me just, I'm trying to like...
Yeah, it's no problem. Perfect, it's perfect. We can see you. So now maybe we can, maybe you can give us just a quick explanation what your major insight was, because as we said, you have been texting us, you have been looking at the charts, and you got a new insight and you have an update to share about the altcoin section in general. And we will maybe pull up also some specific examples to show you guys why he has this opinion. We can already tell you it will be exciting, guys. So thank you, Davincij. The stage is yours.
Okay, well, before I go on to tell you the great news is that the way I made the bulk of my money is through this method of trading that I call the little old lady style of trading. And it's very, very simple. You buy things when they're low and bottoming, and you sell half when the price doubles, and that's it. Every time it doubles, it goes, you sell half. It doubles again, you sell half. Doubles again, you sell half, and that's it. It's not really a difficult strategy. You end up paying yourself. You end up getting your money back. Once it doubles, you get on the first double, you get your money back, and the second one is profit, right? And really, you have profit after the first double because you have the coin still. You still have the other half of the coin, and so you could just hold on to it until it goes higher. If it doesn't go higher than the one double, so you've already profited once you get your money back. So it's an easy way to make money, and you don't stress out either. You don't have to look at your charts. You don't look at prices every single day. You could just set it and forget it, and that's the best way to do when you're trading. Setting it and forgetting it, because it will stress you out trading. Yeah, majorly. And I used to day trade, and I hated every minute of it because it was just stressful. Yeah. Because if you had to set your stops, you had to be disciplined, you had to even watch the market. I just can't deal with that because it would like go back down. I'd watch it go down, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm wrong," and then it'd come back up, and oh my God, I'm right. And it's just like, no.
You need a lot of tissues for that, isn't it?
Exactly. So I love the little old lady style because you know what? And I'm teaching people how to do the little old lady style. If you want to watch videos on how to do the little old lady style of trading, I have them available for you at davincicodes.net. Just sign up, and you can get access to those free
Link
videos.
in the description. Yes. Sorry.
So check it out, right? And if you want to learn how to trade the little old lady style, and if you're doing that, that's fine. Just as long as you're doing it that way, you can go ahead and buy anything that I recommend, right? Just as long as you follow the rules. The major rule is never put more than 5% on any one bet, and you should be even way lower than that, less than 2%. And I do even like 1 or less. I do like 0.25%. Okay.
So guys, really, I just want to interrupt here very, very quickly, because what you said is perfect. So actually, this 5% rule, or let's call it 2.5% rule, or anything, and then taking out profit at 50%, taking out half of the profit again at 50%. It's perfect, because within this kind of trading or investing or speculating, how you want to call it, you can exclude emotions. And when you are going to trade, you want to exclude emotions. You told us before we started recording that you don't want to fall in an altcoin, in love in an altcoin too much, because then emotions get involved and your decisions are not as good as before. So setting up rules like pulling out 50% at a certain level, you can automate it with orders, with limit orders, and so on. This is really perfect to pull out emotions, and this gives you a competitive edge to the majority of the market, which is trading with emotions and which is leading to this high volatility in crypto space. So make sure you take advantage of this very, very simple but yet very important and effective rules. Thank you so much for that. And maybe now we can get into the major update on the altcoin sections. Everyone has been waiting for that.
I was so excited when I was showing a friend of mine that, hey, you know what, this is how you buy, this is where you buy, and I'm showing you the fibs. And I kept going to altcoin, and I couldn't draw the fibs because they were already super low. Some were so low that there was no way to draw a Fibonacci chart against them going down to find out whether it was low enough, because they have gotten so low, they're even lower than the previous low that they've ever gotten to. And so when I looked at them, I'm like, oh my God, I'll buy that. Oh my God, I'll buy that. Oh my God, I was looking at coin after coin after coin. I was like, oh my God, they were so low.
Hello, addiction.
I wanted to buy them all. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta buy some of that. Oh my God, I gotta buy some of that. Oh my God. It was like unbelievable. Practically anything I clicked was on sale.
Yeah.
I was like jumping for joy.
So quick background story, you have been very, very busy during the last couple of months, so you didn't have so much time to look at the charts. And now, because again the great Davincij wanted to help someone, wanted to teach someone, he has been like forced, because of his character, to look at the charts now. And now you found out that major update that in your opinion the altcoins have bottomed out in the Bitcoin pairings. Is that correct?
Exactly, in the Bitcoin pairings. That's
Yes.
a critical key, because some coins will go up in price of Bitcoin a lot, but not as much in dollars. So
Wow.
keep that in mind.
Wow.
Right?
So
That might happen going forward. So
this is actually a contra opinion to the majority of the market, where now everyone is bashing on altcoins and saying, yeah, BTC is king, BTC has bottomed up, and if BTC is going even down even further lower, then the altcoins should, regarding the correlation theory before, should go even lower than Bitcoin. But you are now saying the opposite, and this is really a major update. This is really important, and yeah, it is also kind of a surprise for us, because we didn't expect that. So yeah, sorry for interrupting again. Maybe we can pull up some charts and
yes,
pull up maybe some,
because that's exactly how I got all excited about buying a bunch of altcoins and getting in, because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe how low this stuff is. This is like fire sale. You can't give this stuff away, man.
But now we are doing it completely for free, but still very important, guys. No financial advice. Everything which will be said right now has to be taken as additional information within your own research process. This is very important, and what we want to do right now is we took your comments, and it was hundreds of comments, thousands of comments if you compare all the social media platforms together. We pulled out the altcoins you were suggesting. We made like this kind of stuff, and then we took out the top altcoins you suggested, and we want to take a look on it right now. So maybe the first one, Davincij, you mentioned it before, can be Neo maybe?
Neo or
yeah,
Neo?
Neo, yeah.
Neo, okay, yeah. Neo. Okay, so this one right here, this coin right here, let's take a look at the chart. Let's take a look at I like how the 4 hours going there. That's beautiful. Let's go to daily, because that's where you want to set up. And look at how beautiful this thing is. Oh my God. You can't even draw fibs to figure out, oh, well, yes you can from here. Way back here, way back here. Oh man. You got to go way back here. So look at that. We are at the 88.6, 90% discount almost on this coin. Come on, people. If something was 90% off at the store, wouldn't you go get it?
So this is
90% off from the top. This is a buy and a half. I already bought some, as you can see, but not at the bottom. But I don't only put in like 0.25%, right? So it doesn't really matter, right? And so I'm going to probably be looking to buy, and I don't buy when I'm buying. I don't when I see these pops. This is beautiful market structure. Looks like looks like Houston. We're ready for liftoff kind of thing. And you can see the rocket ships, the flow of the rocket ship just starting here. The volume looks nice, everything. But if you want to I'm a cheapskate, so I don't buy at the market price. I set my fibs from here to here. And then let's just zoom in so that everybody can see that. Hang on. I set my fibs, and I go, you know what? I'm going to buy because I love the 61.8. I'm going to buy down in this area between the 61.8 and the 78.6, right? So I can get a discount from that ultimate high. This green area is the buy zone, right? The reload zone. So I expect. It doesn't always happen that way, and I always get upset when it doesn't happen. But you gotta let it go, right? I let things go whenever I miss the boat, because I don't buy at the market price, and this is just too high, anyways. And so I wait for some sort of pullback, and then we're probably gonna be off to the races. Maybe somebody dumps it, like rage quits or something like that, and you get discounted coins, right? So you can get these at a discount, right? If you put some buy orders in this area, and it's easier to get a double, because a double from here, right? If let's just say you get it to 61.8, that's like let's just say 19. What's that? 190,000? No, 190,000 satoshis, right? So a double is right up here, 380,000 satoshis.
Yep, exactly.
And let's see, is that possible? Let's determine if that's possible. That seems far away, but let's just take a look at where we were. I'm gonna go to the weekly, because this thing's crazy, this chart. No, those sellers, because I made a whole lot of money on this whole thing, this whole mess. I have like coins way up here to sell because I was selling all the way up. Anyways, so if we go draw a fib, and then let me just make this at the top here, generally right here. I should just put on my magnets, but I don't like that. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Here we can go from here to here, and I'm going to delete this one. Delete. So we can see it. Maybe I should move this over to the other S side so people can see the numbers a lot better. Right. To the right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I like to do is say if the market generally tends to go back up at least to the 50% level, and and most of the time, more often than not, to the 38.2. And so if you can get at least one double between the 38.2, golden. But look at that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get one or two. We're gonna get two doubles by the 50% level. Whew, that's beautiful, beautiful. You had a perfect buy level here. So there's a lot of money to be made on this coin, if it just even goes up to 38.2.
So this is already a good example for an altcoin justifying your opinion on the altcoin section to be bottomed out at the moment and maybe being due to a major up spike in the near future, isn't it? Like
yes, exactly. I mean, I'm talking like March, April is the time frame for this thing to go up, but some of them are going to go up way before that. You don't know what's going to happen. So, but this is the season to buy. And everything looks really good and really juicy. So, like, I mean, I could take any random coin and you can see that.
Let's take Cardano, ADA. A lot of people have been asking for ADA, Cardano.
ADA?
Yes. And also, guys, we want to make a quick disclosure. We at Crypto, we are no chart analysts. We are usually looking at the fundamentals only, but the truth is usually always a combination. And that's why it's very, very important to look at what Davincij is doing right now, because you cannot be like blindsided only on your own opinion. It's very, very important and very interesting also for us to look at the technical analysis point of view right now. So thank you just from our side for dropping your knowledge bombs on this episode.
Yeah, no problem. You know what? Actually, if you mix fundamental analysis with technical
That's
analysis,
the best.
You'll have better trades, actually.
Yeah.
Because once you mix in like fundamental events coming up, or for example, Litecoin's happening, that's a fundamental event.
Yeah.
You can with that fundamental event and technical analysis, you can make better decisions.
And you know, it's also, if you are picking up an altcoin which is completely rubbish, there will be a point of time where the bear market concludes, but because it is rubbish, like in the .com crisis back in the days, it will never take a hit to the upside for good anymore. Because if you go back to the .com crisis, we had stocks bottoming up because there was no fundamental value behind it. They never got back to previous values. So we want to look at those altcoins where you actually have a fundamental backing and where the technical point of view is interesting as it is right here at the selected altcoin. So thanks, Davincij. Maybe we can take a look at Cardano right now.
Okay, so that's ADA. So is that,
yes.
I got the right symbol, right?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, come on, this thing is like gold, man, gold. Oh my God, look at this thing. I'm like, oh my God, cheap. It's like, let's see how much of discount you're getting, because like that's just unreal.
That's why we are asking for Cardano, and because a lot of people have been asking in the comment section as well.
So if we draw our fibs, right? I mean, this thing's even below the 88.6. It's more than 90%. It's like more than 90% off. Get real, people. You're getting these things at super bargain basement value here. It's time to buy, right?
No financial advice.
I mean, yeah, exactly. But if you want to learn how to trade, this is where you buy things low. You don't buy them going higher. Please don't do that. If you see this thing just take off and you want it in and you missed it, let it go. If you see this happening, just go, oh, I missed the boat. Walk away. Okay? And look for something else. Don't get your heart all bent out of shape because you wanted to get into this particular altcoin and you didn't get in. Let it go. You know what? Yeah. I have a rule. Don't hate it. Don't date it. Just trade it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Exactly.
So,
that's a good one. Take notes, guys.
You won't get into trouble, and you won't put too much money on this. Don't put please don't go out and say, okay, well I got my life savings here, like $1,000. I'm just gonna put it all on this. Oh my God! Don't do that. Don't do that.
So That's a very good insight. Thank you so much for that insight. So we already covered Cardano and NEO. another coin a lot of people are asking out there, because you have already been sharing your opinion on XRP, but a lot of people are also asking about Stellar Lumen, XLM. So maybe we can take a look at that one as well.
Let me explain why you don't do that, okay, before I go on to XLM.
Yes.
The reason why you don't put all the money on one bet, you can get lucky on all in one bet, but you could also get very unlucky, and this coin could fall off the board just as easily, right, as it going up. So by putting small, tiny amounts on this coin or that coin and this coin, if this one coin goes to zero and you only have $10 on it, what's the big deal? Right? It's $10. Screw it, right?
Yeah.
And don't be afraid. Don't think, okay, well, it's only $10. Hey, you know what? I know somebody started off with $2 bets and people were laughing at him, and now he's got $500,000.
Yes.
Okay? So don't feel like you're like, oh, I'm a nobody, I'm not spending that much. You know what? You have the advantage. When it comes to altcoins, unlike any other investment, there's practically no minimum requirement. You can buy with a small amount of money and not with tens of thousands of dollars, like for example, if you have to be accredited investors in order to get into the stock market and get into the really good investments in the stock market, you have to be accredited investors, and that requires $250,000 you making $250,000 a year and having $1 million in the bank and stuff like that is just ridiculous.
Yes.
So with altcoins, you have the opportunity to get in on really good names that you do the fundamental analysis on, and you have to understand there is risk there. You have to understand there will be times when you're going to lose money, and if you understand that point, make sure that you reduce your amount of exposure to your exposure to that particular asset, so that it doesn't take you out of trading. Because if you put like 100% in this name and it goes to zero, you have no one else to blame but yourself, because that's the wrong thing to do. You're supposed to put like a few dollars. If your capital's $1,000, well, you know what? You're only putting in $10 in this thing, okay, at the most. Please.
Yes. So now, guys, you have the.
You can go crazy and put in 20, but that's about it.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's very important, guys, to consider. Everything you should measure in like percentages. So when he's saying about when you have 1 million of funds in crypto, then obviously 1,000 is only like 0.1%, and then it might be okay from a risk return ratio. Just to consider that, guys, put things into perspective, check your portfolio, say, okay, this is a risk position. I have checked the fundamentals. I have checked the charts. Davincij has checked the charts. I made my own research. And according to that, I want to allocate this or that part of my portfolio into that altcoin, because I am willing, in the worst case scenario, to lose it all. So that being said, maybe we can go to XLM to wrap it up. Then we had already 3 altcoins, or maybe you have a special altcoin you want to share in the end as well. We can do that as well. So maybe now XLM, it has another performance in the past, so that might be interesting to have a look at.
Wow, looking at this chart, I can't buy this here.
It's different, yes.
Yes, it's very different. It's one of the charts that I cannot be excited about. I'm not excited about this name, because if we take a look at the Fib analysis, but look where I'm buying. You can see where my buy order is, right? That's 78.6. And we have we've seen the 61.8 once down here. And this, I would be too afraid to get into this name. It went up too high, too fast, and it's ranging here. And yeah, you know what? I'm not interested unless it's down here, because it's not at a discount. This coin is not discounted. I have lots of it already, and I've already made my money on this. So, but I would not recommend you buying this coin, only because it might go up. And I'm sorry if it does, if you want to get in, but I think it's very risky at this price here. and we could see some serious downfalls, because look at this thing. If you look left, I mean, even 78.6 doesn't look like a good buying area. The real buying area is right down on the 88.6. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if it goes there, fine. If it doesn't go there, this is only one out of a lot of trains you missed in the worst case scenario.
Exactly.
You are saying.
Just let it go, right?
Yeah.
That's, you can make trades in any coin, right? Just, you know what? I would let this one go and find something else to invest in.
Okay.
Because it's too risky. It could go up, but it's just there's too much risk down here. Way too much.
Yeah. So this is very exciting, guys. We have already talked about his opinion on Ethereum, and we have talked about the major update we had in the beginning. We had his prediction on the Bitcoin market, short, mid, and long term. Very, very interesting. And now, and this was very exciting, and most probably also for a lot of people out there, because everyone was predicting when Bitcoin will go down after the dead cat bounce, as you mentioned it, that the altcoins will go down even further lower. But according to Davincij15, and only in probabilities talking, no financial advice, this is most probably not what is going to happen. Davinci actually is seeing the altcoin market to be bottomed out. And yeah, maybe we can say it like that. You are bullish on the altcoin market at this point of time?
Yes, I am. I'm very bullish. And we could do, like, you know what, looking at this chart, you could do like a swing trade here if you wanted to, because it's really set up to actually go a little bit higher. So looking at this chart, let's see what we got here. I think, yeah, we got a little bit of a trade here going on. Because of the volume is picked up, we've got what's called a Davo signal, I think, fired here. Yeah, it looks like it. A Davo signal fired. Right, it's just a Davo signal is something. It's a method of trading that I came up with, where if you see this blue line Wing and it matches with the bottom here of Wing in a WE pattern, I don't like this. No, I don't know. I wouldn't call that a Davo. This is the RSI, but the Willy, yeah, no. But it still looks good because the volume's coming. People are coming in. So if you wanted to trade this, right, what you would do is you would go, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to risk to this bottom. I wouldn't mind if you did this, risk to this bottom, right? Saying if prices fell below this price, and you took a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, that's not a bad trade here. This is not a bad trade. Meaning that if price gets below here, you got to get out. You got to leave right away.
But very short term, isn't it? Very short term.
Yes, this is very short term. But there's opportunity. There's an opportunity to buy here and take profits here. And if you're wrong, get out here, right? So, and that's only a 7.2% loss of your money. So you got to be careful with how much bet on that. But maybe like like $50 or something like that, $100 the most. And then you only lose 7% on that, and then you win 14.8%. So
I love it how you are always talking in very low numbers, but for everyone out there, obviously take the percentage numbers into consideration. Very high risk trade maybe means 0.1%, 0.5% of your portfolio, and even then you have to do your own research. Sorry for the full disclosures always, but we really want to make sure that the people are not rushing into something, just as you are also want to make sure. Davinci.
Exactly. But that's why I use low numbers, is so that to avoid somebody going in and taking like $1,000, $10,000 and doing that, because this trade, you have to be a professional trade. You have to be disciplined. You got to get the heck out.
Yes.
If this trade fails, you got to get out, because it could go, see you when I see you.
Mm-hmm.
It could go down, right down here, and I could get filled on my buy order, and I don't want you to fill my buy order.
Guys, please. So you will make Davinci even richer. So guys, wrapping that up, Stellar Lumen maybe in the short term, yes, from a risk-return ratio, especially in the mid and long term when it comes to Davinci's opinion, not the best risk-return ratio. So thank you so much for summing that up. And also for the most part of the altcoin section out there, you are very, very bullish on the altcoins at the moment. And this is the major and important update we were teasering you guys on. But we think we didn't clickbait that because this is really, really important, because everyone was expecting the altcoins to go even lower when Bitcoin takes a hit. But now, maybe this would be really, no one would think that this might happen, because usually you see a big correlation between the altcoins and Bitcoin. And especially when Bitcoin is going down, we can see altcoins taking a hit even further down. So that was really, really exciting, Davincij. So summing that up, you are very bullish on the altcoin section right now in the midterm?
Definitely bullish in the midterm. I think if you bought any of these names, any of those, except for XML, and don't go. You can go after Ethereum, but you have to remember, do that fib analysis and buy. Don't buy high. If you buy low, you buy the 61.8, right? You get in at a discount. Try to look for a discount. Don't buy in. If you want to buy, don't buy at the market price. Please buy at a discount. Get a discount. Look for a discount, please.
Yes.
If you do want to buy.
Okay,
Be
so
a cheapskate.
this so actually this is very, very exciting, guys. Talking about that, thank you so much for that insight. This really wraps up today's core content, but we also want to talk about something else, because some people have been asking in the Telegram group, in the German and the English group, and also in the comment section. First of all, I want to ask, Davincij, are you already in our Telegram group at from Crypto? If not, we really want to send you the invite link.
Yeah, sure, send me the invite.
Just mute it. Just mute it, because the people might tag you a lot. Mute it, and whenever you have like 5 minutes, you can go in there and check out what the people think about everything. It might be exciting, guys. So the link for the Telegram group is also down below. We will invite Davincij. And enough talked about that. We want to talk about the wallet, actually, the Pandora's wallet, because a lot of people in our Telegram group, which you guys will be joining right now, Davincij will be in there as well, and also in the comment section, some people have been asking about the wallet itself. So maybe you can maybe make a quick summary talking about the unique selling proposition of this wallet you have been working on for a long period of time. So yeah, that would be actually very interesting, and this will wrap up today's episode.
Yes, well, I designed. The reason why I went ahead and designed Pandora's wallet is because I had a lot of altcoins, and I'd have to get a whole bunch of wallets in order to down.
A lot of altcoins.
There'd be a long time before I'd actually make a trade, right? Because I'd be buying the coins when they're low, and it'll take like months, sometimes even a year, before I could make a sell.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to leave it on the exchange whilst I'm waiting, and so I'd have to go and find different wallets for each and every single coin. And that was just a pain in the ass, because you got to remember your passwords, back up your keys, just a disaster of work for each and every coin. So I decided to build Pandora's wallet mostly for myself, so that I can have all the coins on my possession on one key, and have access to back them up with one application, and on top of that, be able to trade them in that same application. Be able to run the little old lady style method in that application.
Is it a cold wallet or a hot wallet?
It's a hot wallet.
Yeah.
It's a hot wallet. But because you don't want to leave your currency on your cryptos on the exchange, because it's these exchanges
risky.
Can get hacked. These exchanges can actually steal all the money, and there's no FDIC insurance. There's nothing.
Yeah.
If they run off with your money, you're pretty much screwed. So.
And if you don't own your private key, you don't even own the crypto.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So, with that, I've decided to build this wallet so that I can own my own cryptos and my own keys, have my own keys for every single crypto, and be able to trade them at the same time. And that's why I'm building it. So you know what? If nobody actually uses it, I don't care. I'll still be using it.
You did it for yourself. Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
And you still need people testing it, so we will put the link also in the description down below, guys. If you feel like giving something back to Davincij, make sure you test it for him, give feedback and stuff. He wants to improve the product going forward before the launch. So that would be actually also very great. And Pandora's wallet also have been the reason why you haven't been looking at the charts recently. And now you finally did. And now you gave us the purpose for this episode, the major update, bullish on the altcoin section, bearish on the Bitcoin section. So this is very, very interesting. And if that turns out to be right, we are talking about probabilities. It might not be, but if it turns out to be right, this will be major, and this will be very innovational from a historical point of view, because we didn't have that a lot of times, maybe never before. So thank you so much for giving us that update, guys. Davincij, guys, leave your comments in the comment section down below. What do you think about that actually? And maybe you can suggest some more altcoins in the comment section, and also leave your questions for Davincij in the comment section down below. And make sure you subscribe to his channel, because even though he is frequently joining our show, he is still uploading on his main channel, and this should be the first channel you should be subscribed to. Hit the bell button on his channel, on our channel, and make sure you are prepared for what's coming on up in the following weeks and months. It will be exciting, guys. So smash the like button. We are trying to get 1,500 likes on this video. And thank you so much for taking your time again, Davincij. We hope you will be well, your leg will be well. Thanks for coming back to the show. Is there anything left you want to say before we conclude this episode?
No, well, I will be adding more content to my channel. I think I'm trying to think about the topics I want to talk about. And what I want to talk about is basically how money works and related to crypto. Because people just buy these cryptos and they don't understand why they are buying them. They're just buying them, because look, they're going to go up, so I'm going to buy them. Well, you know what? Crypto is more than just something to make some money, some money off of. This is a revolution in what we always thought to be money. And I want to discuss the history of money, how it works, and how our current monetary system cheats people and transfers wealth from the poor and the middle class to the rich, and how you can prevent that from happening to you, so that you are not a victim of our financial system, but a successful individual of our financial system.
Thank you so much. We don't want to add anything on that wise knowledge words, knowledge bombs. Thank you so much for concluding that episode for us. So that being said, guys, thank you also for watching that episode, supporting our channel, and even more important, supporting Davincij15's channel. Thanks for liking, subscribing, coming to our Telegram group. We will see each other very, very soon on our channel, and also you will see Davincij on his channel, and hopefully also on our channel again. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. See you at the next episode of Crypto, and bye-bye.